Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we do have some live action coming at you right now on Shakuras Plateau. All right, good. It is going to be Giraffe taking on SLiMpoweR. So yeah, and looks like bottom side of the map here, SLiMpoweR is going to be our red Terran. In the bottom right-hand corner, bottom left, we do find Giraffe spawning as his standard yellow Protoss. And insert generic name asking what league I am in. I am in the Platinum League. That is the one way, way, way below Masters League.
You're almost there, man. You're almost there.
Almost there. I should move up to Diamond here fairly soon. I just don't get that much time to play.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Casting all the time.
Yeah, it's so busy, but yeah, I mean, I like the casting side of it just a little bit better. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you know, it's always fun to watch these pro players play. Even though, you know, from casting, you know, your APM doesn't get higher, your skill gets so much higher. Your knowledge of the game gets so much higher than, you know, an average player, because your knowledge of the game right now is probably tenfold higher than any other platinum player. Think about it, because you've been watching so many pro games and you know what they're gonna do. So once you apply that to your stuff, you should be masters, no problem.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Now let's take a look at our. We have what looks to be a pretty standard opener here from both of our players. We do have this gateway going down in great time. The assimilator looks to be right on time here for Giraffe. Chrono boosting out his Nexus for, it looks like is that the second or third time? It was the third time, yeah, third time. So he's going for a little bit of an economic play here. But he does have his gateway out, and it looks like he is going to go straight for the cyber. Yes, he does. Alright, well, Giraffe going to be gearing up for probably an expand here, I would think, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Could be a possibility. If he's expanding, I wouldn't be surprised to get that. Depends if he's going to go for 1-gate expand or 3-gate expand. I'm not quite sure. Definitely going to be scouting for first before he does that. But notice that SCV. First it went up a little bit to the right, check for pylons, check for any proxy gateways, and then he went to the base.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Notice that SLiMpoweR doesn't really have SLiMpoweR. I mean, what he's got here is limitless
power.
So he should have let us name him, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, really, really good game sense from him. I love players who play so cautiously. They just check those little avenues, check those things out, and try and get, you know, the best possible scouting with the time that they're given in those with those SCVs. He's trying not to waste a second, and now he's going to be camping his SCV up here, which not necessarily wasting time here, but he's going to be keeping him in this proximity location to dip back in here in just a moment, I would assume, to check and see what the timing is on his opponent's Nexus. I think that he's feeling that coming. So, and we do have the Nexus going down here fairly quick for Giraffe. 4.5 minutes in, he had that sucker down.
You know what? Giraffe still doesn't know where the Terran is and what he's doing. He has no idea. He has not scouted.
I know.
And he is lucky that he's 1-racked expanding, because if he was going for any other, you know, all-in type of builds, he would have been in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That
yeah, good job there taking out the SCV. The SCV, however, did see the Nexus going down, so that was good intel there for SLiM. And his second orbital command is going to be complete here in just a moment. Triple racks, no tech labs, no nothing really. I mean, no reactors.
Yeah.
He's playing it slim, if you will.
You know, I think that Clan AoW really needs this win, because Giraffe, one of their best players, if he's gonna lose, you know, limitless power is gonna be taking a lot of wins.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, Giraffe really he's got to pull this one out for the team. It's kind of a team play here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure on these people. If you think about it for a second,
yeah,
it's amazing, because their whole team's depending on them to win. It's not just, you know, a ladder. You're like, oh well, I'll just lose and play another one. You don't get to play another one.
Yeah, that's true.
Chrono boosting those Nexuses. If you notice, the energies are extremely low. It's definitely a good sign.
Yeah, and it's a pro tip. I mean, a lot of the times you'll see players, even mid-level, lower level players, even mid-level players, that will have good chronos early game, and then all of a sudden, once they get into the mid game, they forget to keep chronoing things. And I mean, and that usually occurs 6-7 minutes into the game. But what you'll see from high-level play is that they never waste their chronos. You'll never see them get up to 100. Now you do see Giraffe floating a little bit of extra chrono right now, so he's probably going to be saving it for chronos on his robotics.
You know what? I think he tried to put down the robotics bay, but he accidentally moved his probe to put down the pylon.
Uh-oh.
So
misclick?
I don't know if he thinks it's down. I'm not sure though.
Oh, that could be devastating. If he thinks he's got it down and actually doesn't, he's going to be in big trouble.
No, maybe he's just going to put it on the left. He was going to put it beside the robotics.
Oh, I see.
Facility.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely good. He's going to hide it from any scans, so his opponent doesn't produce, that many Vikings. There we go.
Right. Right, which is a good play. We do have a starport going down here for SLIMpoweR, as well as a reactor on the factory, so I imagine this is going to be a little switcheroo here. Factory and starport, giving the reactor to the starport, so probably a lot of
Vikings
or
medevacs.
But medevac's probably first until he does scout that Colossus tech. So
yep. And, if he scouts it late with one starport, unless he puts down another one fairly soon, one starport producing Vikings, 5 or 6 Colossus, it's not really going to do much.
That's true. Now we do have the Twilight Council going down for Giraffe, a scan going down. Does he reveal that?
Let's see.
Yes, he does. So he could have clicked that building, and if he did click it, he will know that we're going to go down that Twilight Council tech pattern. We do have a observer of Giraffes here sitting over the expansion for Slim, and he's seeing double bunkers here. Oh, and unloading them. This is great scouting here, and looks like SLIMpoweR going to be picking up some units here in the medevac, going to be cruising out across the field.
Everything. He's going to see that medevac being picked up. He should be preparing for it right now. Notice as that Colossus, as that robotics bay was being built, he got 2 Immortals out.
Yeah, and those Immortals going to come in super handy against this number of Marauders here.
Yep, he needs to make sure to focus targets though. Looks like we're going to be a 2-prone attack coming in right now. Medevac coming in from the back.
Yep.
He is sending all of his units. He does have his sentries though, and those stalkers are going to wait for it to unload and then go in.
Oh.
Here they go. Oh, they're coming back. Nope, they're going in. Oh, losing so many probes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, wow. A lot of probes going down, and we do have this factory scouting up here, but it looks like Giraffe is going to clean up this attack in his main, but he did take a pretty substantial economic loss.
He could have definitely done a lot better.
But now, SLIMpoweR, though, I think made a wise decision backing out his main army here. I mean, I don't think he could have busted up that ramp.
Nope.
With even one Colossus there, especially with this many sentries with full energy there. I mean, that's a lot of force fields there, even from just 4 sentries. So
looks like he is going to be dropping with the medevac on the 3rd right now. Nuttis should be expecting this because the factory just went all the way over the 3rd. So I assume he saw that factory.
Yeah, we'll assume so at this point. But this will be a nice snipe for Slim if he does get the snipe on this Nexus here. That will slow Giraffe down, I think, quite a bit at this point. Oh my goodness, and look at this. He's going to be dropping the backside of the main again as well.
Oh, he's moving all his units to the 3rd right now.
Oh, he's going to be out of position.
No, he's going to be in position. The stalkers are in his main.
Oh, they are? Oh, yes, good.
Oh, but he's going to get that Colossus? The Colossus does not go down.
The Colossus lives, and here comes our drop number 2 from SLIMpoweR.
Pick it up. He's going to pick it up.
Oh!
All those units picking up that medevac. Huge losses for power right now.
Wow. All I can say is wow. I mean, Giraffe just has that game sense right now. Beautiful, beautiful play. Able to just snipe both of those drops. And SLIMpoweR probably scratching his head right now saying, what the heck am I going to do moving forward here? I mean, he's like, man, I'm stuck now on this kind of barracks tech. Wow, just not tons to do. He does have 4 Vikings out on the field and trying to secure a 3rd here. He does have another orbital command on the way. But my goodness, what phenomenal defense from Giraffe at this point.
You know, that observer definitely paying for itself. All the information it's got about drops, and wow, the observer in his main right now, it's still alive.
Yep. Still alive, gathering so much information, just letting him know what to do. Do have another drop trying to commence here, but not quite enough to make anything happen. I love these pylons down here in the center of the map. I mean, he can just warp in units just about anywhere he wants between his bases right now. And I mean, it's just wonderful play. I love this build, you know, the building placement from Giraffe. And he did get Blink out, so he's got the mobility that he needs to deal with somebody who's going to be trying to pull drops off like this. But, I mean, NMxsLiMpoweR now trying to secure his third. It looks like he was going to move forward here, but it looks like he's going to go for this back position. Yeah, you can see the hologram there. Is going to be putting it down at this third location.
That observer does get sniped out, but not before seeing the orbital command move to the third. So Giraffe is going to know that third's coming down soon.
Wow.
We do have High Templars right now out by Giraffe, but we do have EMPs. Storm just finished. We do have EMPs by our Protoss.
Yeah, some ghost action going to be super effective for him, but those storms just depends on who can get their feedbacks or EMPs off first is really what it's going to come down to. So the micro game will commence. But there's just one ghost here in this army. Where's he keeping his other ghosts?
I think there's only one.
Oh. Yep, you're right. Only one.
There's a second one. Third one that just popped out.
Just popping out. There we go. Yep. Good. Gonna have some ghosts. No nukes on the way. We do have Mobius reactor, though.
Fourth one popped out.
And movement from Giraffe. He's got a very substantial army here. Plenty of High Templar.
And it looks like that medevac is headed right for the army. Never mind. See anything off that medevac? It's in the middle of the map on his side.
Yeah, it's only got one Marine in there. I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to do with it. But the fourth is going down here for Giraffe. Looks like it's about 50% complete, and he's got this forward position with what looks to be just about a maxed out army.
He's waiting for charge. Is he going to push without charge? Oh my gosh, charge is going to finish in the engagement, but he should have waited.
Yeah, he should have waited.
Charge does finish right now. EMPs go down. Beautiful EMPs doesn't allow any force fields really to go down.
Yeah, and the storms being just a little bit less than effective there and having to turn all those high temps into Archons. However, he is backing Slim up into his natural here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to take it down. He's got his army split up here. Really needs to get these guys together.
He should have waited. He should have definitely waited for charge to finish before he engaged.
I agree. I mean, 2-3 more seconds is not that big of a deal. It didn't really have to be go time there, and it looks like this is going to be held off here by Slim.
You know, Slim does have 1-1, and our Protoss has no upgrades.
Yep. Yeah, and that's one of the things I've wondered about in Giraffe's play versus Terran. He tends to not get those upgrades very much, and so I'm wondering if that's really going to work against him here, especially with this +1 on infantry.
Looks like the third is going to go down. More reinforcements, guys. Remember, those proxy pylons definitely so helpful when you're attacking, especially when you're on so many gateways.
Yeah.
You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gateways right now.
Yep, I agree. And he's got plenty of charge lots now reinforcing this army. Looks like he is going to keep a forward position here. Going to try and put down a pylon right next to Slim's army out here. We'll see if that's going to work really well. But here comes the army.
Right now.
We do have a Colossus in the mix, and that's going to be helpful. Oh, the Colossus get out of position!
EMP's that medevac?
Yeah, that was good EMP. I mean, feedback, I should say.
Feedback, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, but Pylon does go down here for Giraffe. He is going to be able to reinforce this position now very, very well. But that was a great snipe there from Slim, taking out that Colossus. That really is going to be big for him. But there's so many charged lots now on the field.
Those weapons.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, charged lots. And we do have some storms ready, it looks like. Yep, we'll have plenty of storms.
Not that effective at pushing up ramps, though.
No, they're not, because they get clumped together too much.
Yep.
But this looks like going to be a big attack here in just a moment from Giraffe.
Down by power, though. I feel like as soon as those drops hit, Giraffe's going to attack.
Yeah. Ooh. Tense, tense, tense. We can see these medevacs, just as Amir is pointing out, cruising out across the map.
And there goes Giraffe. He's pushing in right now. Beautiful storms going down. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All those units. Yeah, doing so much damage. Those zealots.
And this Colossus now just wreaking havoc, man. Staying alive there is so key. And here comes the drop here from Slim. Is this going to be enough? I mean, it's kind of like a base trade, but not really, right? So Giraffe now in phenomenal shape. So many Archons in this army. I mean, this is unstoppable, I think, at this point. Great game.
One warp in and those that drop is gone.
Yeah, really. But there's the GG from Slim. Giraffe taking down the win. Like you say, I think pretty clutch. And for the in this team matchup here, so this is really going to play in his favor, in the AoW's favor.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys, we'll go into another game here in just a moment. It will be Giraffe taking on another Nightmare player.